Folks, I'm Rhino7, and today is day 81 of reading every single DC comic ever released. So let's just go through our comics today. Starting with Batman number 12. I don't have much for this one, but it is the first appearance of the Batcave technically, although it is called the Secret Hangar. Moving on, we have Captain Marvel Adventures number 15, Billy Batson and a guy named Mr. Warren, who I don't think has ever appeared before. I think this is just a new guy, but it's implied Billy is close with him in some way. They go to a fortune teller together. The fortune teller says Mr. Warren's sister, who has passed away, is there in spirit and wants to talk to him, and her voice echoes through the tent. Billy figures out it's actually through a speaker, so it's not his sister. But my question, it's just a voice imitating his sister. But my question is, how did Aku Tommy the Swami, what's his name? Ami the Swami? The fortune teller's name is Ami the Swami. How did he get Mr. Warren's dead sister's voice? How did he do that? How did that happen? He doesn't know this guy. And this is a racket he's running with other people. So like he's running it by himself, but he's been using it on many people, right? He has other customers that come in and he tricks. This isn't something he's doing just for Mr. Warren. So I'm confused on how he's getting all these voices that he's presumably getting. We only see him use Mr. Warren's sister's voice, but he's surely doing it for other people too. So I just don't know how he would be doing that. And it's not really explained at all, but I guess he's just like that. I guess he's just built like that. Billy reveals the trick to Warren, and Ami the Swami decides to get revenge on little Billy. That night, Billy sleeps at Warren's house because Billy is homeless. That's something I remember from the first ever issue. Billy is like a little homeless guy. I think he's like poor and homeless. So I guess that's why he sleeps with Mr. Warren. He sleeps at his house, by the way, not even in the same room. Mr. Warren says, "I'd like you to sleep over tonight." It's I think it's implied that Billy stays at his house sometimes, but not all the time. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who Mr. Warren is to Billy. I'm not certain. Maybe he's appeared before and I'm just forgetting. I don't know. Anyways, Amiya Swami, in the middle of the night, breaks into Billy's bedroom. He hypnotizes him in his sleep, and in the morning, Billy transforms into Captain Marvel and kills Mr. Warren. The cops arrive and arrest Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel gets thrown in the electric chair, but it doesn't work, so he has to be imprisoned for life. He's set to be imprisoned for life. While he's being taken to the prison, some kids come up and are like, "Hey, Captain Marvel, we know you didn't do it. We know you'd never do that. Beat these guys up and escape and find the real killer." And Captain Marvel's like, "I'm not going to beat this cop up because I think I did it. I think I did it. But also, I know I wouldn't do that, so I have to figure out who really did it. And there's only one way to do that." So he says Shazam, he becomes Billy Batson, he returns to the subway tunnel where he first got his powers and speaks to Shazam, the original Shazam who gave him his powers, who I think is supposed to be dead right now, right? After he hands off his powers, he's supposed to die. I think that's what happens. So I don't know how Billy's talking to him right now, but anyways, Shazam tells him no man does under hypnosis what he wouldn't do awake. Billy figures out, based off this, that it's Ami the Swami, because he's like, who else would be using hypnosis? And Captain Marvel beats a confession out of him, which wouldn't hold up in court, right? He brings him into court, and Ami the Swami gets legally convicted. But you beat a confession out of him, right? It doesn't. You immediately get your case thrown out. I mean, that's how that works. I'm pretty sure that's how beating a confession out of someone works. Anyways, turns out Captain Marvel wasn't hypnotized into killing Mr. Warren. Ami the Swami killed Mr. Warren himself, then hypnotized Captain Marvel into thinking he killed Mr. Warren. Very smart, Ami the Swami. Moving on, we have Detective Comics number 67. Haha. The Two-Face story from last issue is not continued here, just like you said. And I think it's dumb. I think it's dumb. It doesn't really. It did say the October issue. This is not the October issue. I just assumed. I don't pay attention to the months that much. I just assumed it would be the next issue. Universe Chronology commented that about the issues. I guess it just doesn't make sense. I don't know why they did that. But I guess next, probably in like 2 days, we'll see. We'll see what happens with Two-Face. Anyways, This doesn't have Two-Face, but it does have the Penguin. The Penguin robs a bird store. He's like, I want some birds for my crimes. I want to capture some birds for my crimes. So he robs a bird store, and while he's escaping, Batman and Robin try to stop him, but there's like a smoke bomb. And they grab him in the smoke, but they can only feel him, right? They can't see him. The smoke disappears. Oh, it turns out they captured the store owner instead of the Penguin, and the Penguin escaped. Pretty funny moment. Would be better if it wasn't like a little racist. Like little, you know. But you know, it's the 1940s. I don't mention every racist thing that happens in these, right? Because then I'd be here for days. Anyways, Penguin starts committing crimes using the birds. He has many birds, by the way. The first one he does, he sells the guy a parrot, but the parrot is specifically trained to remember safe combinations, so it remembers the guy's safe combination, and then Penguin comes to the house. No, wait, tells the guy, you should call me if the bird ever starts sneezing. But he put sneezing powder in the food he gave the guy. So obviously the bird starts sneezing immediately. Guy calls Penguin over. Penguin's like, okay, let me inspect it. Turns out in his umbrella, he has poison gas that kills birds and people. The bird dies. The person also dies. Penguin doesn't die because he has cotton balls in his nose. He opens the safe, heard the bird say it before he released the poison gas, and he gets the jewels. And that's his first thing he does, but he does other things too with more birds. I can't remember most of them, and I didn't put the specific ones down in my notes, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. Batman and Robin catch on, and think, okay, this is probably something suspicious. They decide to visit this Mr. I think he goes by he goes by I Waddle. His alias that he uses here is I Waddle. They go to visit Mr. Waddle and see, that's just the Penguin. They follow him, get attacked by his thugs, beat the thugs up. Batman has an idea. He lets the thugs escape, but he lets them overhear them talking. He lets the thugs overhear Batman and Robin talking about Bruce Wayne and how he's out of town and how he has an unguarded safe. So the thugs escape and tell the Penguin, hey, you should rob Bruce Wayne. So obviously the Penguin goes to rob Bruce Wayne. Batman and Robin appear to stop him. He uses a sneezing gas in his umbrella, a very powerful umbrella. Lots of stuff in that umbrella. It gives him a chance to tie them up, but however, there was a penguin, and because a penguin owns penguins, of course. The Penguin gives them a lighter. Okay, so I don't know if this is a true bird fact, but according to Batman, penguins like to give gifts to humans they think are interesting. So Batman goes orc at it, and the Penguin gives him a lighter that it finds on a table. Very lucky that the Penguin picked that as the gift, and not something else, like more rope or something, I don't know. Anyways, he gets the lighter. He uses the lighter to burn the ropes and free himself. Then he frees Robin, and then they both chase the Penguin, and it's a pretty crazy chase scene using a bunch of birds, such as... No, there's actually not that many birds he uses, I think. They just kind of chase him through the city, and they get him to like a church tower or something, and they have him pinned down, and just as they have him pinned, he summons 3 bald eagles, and Batman and Robin have to fight the bald eagles, and while they're fighting the bald eagles, Penguin escapes into the night, and maybe he'll show up again, maybe he won't. It's pretty cool though. We have some different multiple appearing Batman villains now. We have Joker, who appears way too much. Catwoman, who hasn't appeared in a while. Penguin, who's appeared in like 3 issues now, I think. Two-Face, who's going to appear again in the next issue. And maybe will appear more often. And there's also Clayface, who's appeared like twice, but that was a while ago. There's also Scarecrow, who I didn't talk about his first appearance. I just realized that. I don't know why I didn't talk about that. It was in World's Finest Comics number 3. I don't know why I never talked about that. But I didn't. Anyways, sorry if I was like a little weird today. It is 10 p.m. It is way too late for me to be doing this. I should have done it much earlier. But I put off recording the video because I didn't want to record it. I had my notes done at like 4 p.m. today. I should record them way earlier. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyways, now I'm gonna run through the 10 comics that I'm just gonna say the titles as I always do. All American Comics number 42, Batman number 12, Blue Beetle number 14, Bulletman number 7, Captain Marvel Adventures number 15, Crack Comics number 25, Detective Comics number 67, Feature Comics number 60, Flash Comics number 33, Green Lantern number 5. And, anyways, thank you all for watching. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, go watch the video I posted just before this one, the Jujutsu Kaisen Superman one. That is a good video, and I put a lot of effort into. I put a lot of effort in. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.